Hey, here's something I need to protect you from. Never let this happen to you. It's boring website syndrome. Listeners tell us over and over in focus groups that there's no reason for them to go back to any radio station's website because it never changes. It's always the same. Now, I'm not talking about that news feed you bring in from another service. That's just repurposing someone else's content that your audience can get from a million other sources. And that's also not a good reason to come to your website, and they don't come to your website for that either. I'm talking about a living, breathing entity on your site that's updated daily with actionable content that only you can create. Here's 3 things that you should do every single day. Number 1 is to update the site with your latest and best content. Now, I'm not talking about a podcast of the full show. That's overwhelming, and nobody's going to listen all the way through. I'm talking about bite-sized chunks of your best material from today. It's not only good for the site, but it can add to your ratings if you're in a metered market and you do it right. Secondly, promote what's going to be on your show tomorrow. It amazes me that more stations don't do this. They fail to give the audience something to look forward to. Why not have a list of at least one thing every half hour that's a tune-in tease? It's not that hard. It takes a little time, but at least one thing every half hour. If you can't do that, if that's too hard, if it takes too much time, maybe one thing an hour. And third, a video with bonus content. It's so easy and inexpensive to shoot high quality video today, and you should be doing it frequently. Just a couple of minutes of extra effort and content can be a great marketing tool for your personality. Now, maybe you don't have a website that's dedicated to your show, and that's okay. At least keep the section of the site for the station up to date as best you can. And petition your station to get some real estate on the home page. That'll make it easier to drive more traffic to your section. The number of static radio station websites, man, I'm telling you, it's sad. Don't let boring station syndrome happen to you. Make a commitment to replace that tired bio of each personality with highlights from today's show and make it shareable. Have previews for tomorrow's show and put in some content that takes the audience into a deeper interactive relationship with your brand. I'm always looking for great examples to share with the community. If you're doing it, send me a screenshot of what's happening or maybe a link to your site. I'd love to see what you're doing so we can all learn from each other. Thanks a lot.